Have you ever been watching a gaming event like the Game Awards, E3, or Nintendo Direct, or anything like that, and see a trailer for a game that looks absolutely amazing? It could be a sequel to a game you already loved, or just a brand new IP for a game, and it just gets you super hyped. And then, nothing. No new information, no release date, just complete silence from the game developers. There are a lot of forgotten games out there, and today I want to talk to you guys about 5 games that I did a bit of research on to see where they're at. As I go through this list, make sure to go into the comments down below and tell me what games you were excited about before they disappeared from the face of the earth. While you're there, subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. There are way more than just 5 games that have just kind of disappeared, so if you want me to cover more of them, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, now let's talk about these 5 forgotten games, and I'll say this right away, one of these games got a very interesting update recently. Let's get into it. Let's start with the game that probably is going to break my heart the most when it gets cancelled, and that's DokeV. This game got announced in 2019, and then in 2021 at Gamescom, almost 4 years ago, we got this gameplay trailer that you're watching right now. This is a creature collecting, similar to Pokemon and Pal World and all of those, open world action adventure game, and when we first saw this trailer, it felt unreal. This looks like something that should have never existed, and unfortunately it still is not released, so still hard to believe. But 4 years ago when you saw this trailer, it's hard to imagine a game looking as amazing as this. It has everything. You can skateboard, you can fight, you can capture characters. The world just looks, the graphics are just insane. But 4 years later and the game has still not released. Now I did a bit of research. Their website's still up. Their Twitter is still up, so I don't think it has been canceled yet. However, their website has nothing on it. All you could do is watch this trailer, and there's a section where you can enter your information in hopes of getting updates in the future about it. And then when you look up their Twitter, that's where the real heartbreak happens. They haven't posted anything on their Twitter since January of 2022. So it's been almost over 2 years now of complete silence. Now, this game, I still have hopes that maybe one day we're going to see it. The developer's name are Prologue. Man, this game, like I said, you could probably still find a video of my reaction to this trailer. I could not believe what I saw. This looks like so much fun, and if you have never seen this trailer with music, please go listen to the song of this trailer. I can't play it here. I'm going to get copyright strike. Well, maybe I wouldn't, but I'm still not going to take the... I don't know if what's going on with the audio of this game, but please go check out the trailer for this game. This is insane, and the music with it, I still have it in my head like at least once a month. It's just incredible. Man, I wish we get this game one day. The next game I want to talk to you guys about is The Wolf Among Us 2. Almost 10 years ago, we got the end of the first game, which ended in a way that set up a sequel. And here we are in 2024, and still the release has not come. Now, this game has been in development hell from what I know. The game was announced in 2017, then it was supposed to release in 2018, it got delayed to 2019, Telltale had to shut down, but they came back, they had to change the studios, there's been a lot of layoffs in the development team. It's just been crazy. Now, this trailer you're watching right now was first shown in 2022. This is the most recent trailer, so over 2 years ago now since the trailer has been showcased. But the good news in all of this is that the game is still it's still coming, from what we know, has not been canceled yet. And it is highly rumored that this game is coming out in 2024. So hopefully by this time next year, we will have The Wolf Among Us 2. We don't know if it's going to be one major game or if it's going to be episodic like the previous games, but the good news is this game has not been canceled. This trailer, when you look at the description, does say coming 2023. So again, it looks like there's just been a lot of stuff. In September of 2023, there was actually a major layoff in the studio that was working on the game. But again, they did say that even with all the layoffs and the team getting smaller, the game is still planned to release. So hopefully we get this game. This is a highly anticipated game specifically for me because I absolutely love the first one. I'm pretty sure if you were to ask me right now, I would put The Wolf Among Us and The Walking Dead as probably the top 2 best games Telltale have made. They've done a bunch of stuff since, but I don't think anything holds up to those 2. So I cannot wait for The Wolf Among Us 2, and hopefully we get it this year. All right, this next one's kind of short. This is Prologue, a Prologue to another major game by the creators of PUBG. This is Player Unknown. They announced this 4 years ago that they had what I would consider probably just a tech demo that's coming out, and they've called it a way to set up their next major game that's coming out after that. But here we are 4 years later, and the Prologue has not even released yet. Now, I did check their website, playprologue.com, and there's absolutely nothing there. Their website is exactly the same as this trailer, which is just a rainy forest, and you can enter your email to get information. Now, looking into this, 4 years ago, Brendan Green, which is one of the better known as Player Unknown, said that this next game, Prologue, is just a way to set up Artemis, which is going to be their next major game. Here's what they had to say about it real quickly. I'm not going to go word for word, but the idea is that their major game, Artemis, is going to be a planet-sized open world MMO, and that Prologue was a way to set that up. The game was supposed to be a huge open world, 64 kilometers by 64 kilometer world with terrain resembling European forests. It will have a realistic weather system and include a full-size coal mine. But like I said, all we got is this one trailer that has been on repeat 4 times now because it's so short. I have no more information on that. I am very curious to know if this is ever going to release or if he's just going to skip Prologue and go into it. I know I wish I had more information for you guys, but I just wanted to show you guys that even small things like that, I'm still keeping an eye on them. You guys knew I was going to put this game in this video, right? Like, you can't make a video about games that haven't been released yet and not talk about Metroid Prime 4. The problem is, there's still no information. This right here is a logo of Metroid Prime 4 that was shown in 2017. 7 years ago. All we got is this damn 30-second clip of just them showing us the logo, and everyone got hyped. And then in 2018, Reggie came out, who at the time was a big name for Nintendo, and said the game was developing really well. And then we got the major heartbreak in 2019, where they posted a 3-minute video of, I think at the time, the president of Nintendo, or one of the major names, coming out and saying the game development had been restarted. So they scrapped everything they've been doing in those last, from 2017 to 2019, gave the game back to Retro, which are the guy that made Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3, and told them, you do it, and have them start over, which was great news in 2019. But here we are 5 years later, and still nothing. Not even a clip. No trailer, still nothing. A heartbreaker in my opinion. I've looked up everything. Now, Nintendo are really good at not letting things leak and keeping things secret. So there's not much going on. But if you were to ask me, my gut feeling says we are getting this game soon. I don't know if we're going to get it in 2024, but I do think we are going to get this game probably like day and date with the Nintendo Switch 2. If you had to ask me, that's my guess. The same way they did Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Wii U and the Switch, I think we're going to get something like that with Metroid Prime 4 being Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, or whatever the next console will be. I wish I had more information for you guys. I could not put this game in this video, but like I said, there's not much going on with this game at the moment. I kept what I think is the most interesting story for the last game to show you guys today. Little Devil Inside was a Kickstarter in 2015. Almost 10 years ago, they showcased this game for the first time, and people funded this on Kickstarter, and the game was supposed to release that same year in 2015. They went through some delays, and then silence. Just nothing from the developers for quite little time. And then, out of nowhere, in 2020, when the PS5 got revealed, note, the PS5 got revealed in 2020. During their showcase, they came out and released this trailer showing us, hey, Little Devil Inside is back. The game is still being worked on 5 years after their Kickstarter, and it is coming to PS5. I'm guessing they were hoping early years of the PS5. And then, for the second time, complete silence. This game went through 2 comebacks. the Kickstarter and the PS5 showcase. And both times people got excited. They showed us they had a full state of play about it and what we can expect. They had a 20-minute presentation on what to do. And then once again in 2021 after that, nothing. I looked at their website. I have their website open over here. And on their website, I'm going to read this word for word. It says, "Thank you everyone for your valuable contributions. In time, this website will be updated with info from the dev team as well as general updates on what's happening inside the team. Prior to release, we will reconfirm your details and ask everyone to choose their preferred platform of choice." So this is probably specifically for the Kickstarter people. But when you look at their website, that's it. Nothing. It looked like this game just kind of disappeared. And then, this is why I wanted this to be the last thing. 3 weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen, they dropped a brand new 6-minute video 3 weeks ago called Despite It All, showing us brand new gameplay. The game looks completely different, as you guys are going to be seeing here in this video. I highly recommend you guys go watch the full video with audio and all of that. And they actually posted on their Kickstarter an update. Here, I'm going to read it for you guys. It's called Despite It All. "Dear all, began with a dream of two brothers. You supported. We became a team, then grew into a company and tried many hands to make light work. Along the way, in all efforts to making a great game, many great people have come and gone. People respectable but different purposes and pursuits. I don't know why I'm reading this out loud, but we're here. In sharing these differences and thoughts, we were sometimes touched and moved and sometimes in conflict. We are responsible for not being able to embrace the differences. And of course, sincere apologies to you all. So now we're back to a smaller, bonded team with a single common purpose: make a great game. And all our core founding and starting members still here with the duty and conscience to fulfill what we set out to do. We know this doesn't and shouldn't justify for all the delays and lack of news, but we're still here and have been and always will be. Equipped with one tide-turning fact: having gone the long way around, we are stronger, much stronger. We have generally started discussions regarding publishing, and once this clears out, hopefully we'll be able to answer what everyone wants to know. Here, we've just strung together a series of gameplay clips representative of what we've been working on in the Unreal Engine 5. So, looks like stuff happened behind the scenes, but the good news in all of this, I don't care about the drama, and neither should you, because it's none of our business. The good news in all of this is that it looks like we are finally potentially getting this game. I'm hoping this game comes out this year. It is amazing to hear that after almost 10 years, we finally got a major update. I feel bad for the developers. They clearly are going through a lot of problems, and from what I'm hearing, if you just look at it with the publishing thing, it's probably something to do with PlayStation. I hope that's not the case, but it sounds like that's the case. But as you guys can probably see from this game looked completely different from the first time we saw it, but it looks incredible. Looks like you're going to be able to make decisions like you just saw, where you can have you can fight people, have people join your team. Looks like it's going to be a massive adventure. I feel for the team. I hope they're doing well, but it is so exciting that we went from nothing at all, and now we got this major breakthrough with a 6-minute showcase video. So I wanted to finish with this one because I think it is very interesting to see what they're going to do with Little Devil Inside moving forward. And there you have it, 5 games that have kind of just disappeared, but one of them that we got some pretty exciting news moving forward. What games are you excited for? What games do you want me to cover in a future video? Tell me everything in the comments. If you got all the way to the end, I would love it if you guys subscribe, because I got way more videos coming up. We got some reviews, some impressions, some news updates, and probably more of these if you guys want them. Just let me know down below that that's something you guys are interested in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.